Welcome to the BBC podcast. Your boy Tunchi again. Got my boy JP right here. Got our after-hour show with two very talented people that we met online. We want to have them on as a guest today. So
everybody out there, just make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video.
All right. I'll let you guys take it one by one. Go first.
Hi, everyone. This is Decoding, and I want to thank Bigger Better Podcast for having me over. And also, I want to give a shout out to Zeus Network and Miss Natalie Nunn from Baddies. I wanted to thank everyone for having me here and for this great experience that has opened many doors for me. Like I said, I am Decoding. I am actually 28 years old. I am all about empowering, not just women, empowering, everyone. I actually have been through the ups and the downs, and I honestly feel like this type of podcast is actually going to help me a lot, influence and empower people, because I'm all about empowering, and we all have different points of view, so maybe this will help out everyone, expand their knowledge and expand, what it is about life. As of relationships, I'm going to be honest, I have been single for about 1 year, and the reason being is because this generation is just no longer in the part where people care. It's full of users. There's no more givers. Also, there's certain standards that people have. People are no longer impressed, or they no longer care for other people. People are intimidated. They're not inspired. If someone is doing better than them, they don't care about it. They want to dim their light. People now actually pray for your downfall. They don't even care for you. And that is the reason why we are where we are. And honestly, nowadays, it shouldn't be like that. You can't clean dirt with dirt. You should actually be trying to empower one another. We all have the same time of the day. We all live in the same world. So if you want to do better, all right, do better things. Use your time wisely. Do better for yourself. Don't just do better for others. Sometimes you're there being a good sheep to people that just honestly are just praying for your downfall. They don't really care if you're upscaling. They actually want you to be nothing in life. And I am here to just let you guys know that this is not the person that I want to be. I am done with this type of generation. I know I am different, and I don't clean dirt with dirt. I am here just trying to empower people and change perspectives and just show the world that there's so much more that we could do versus actually trying to, use people, upscale from people. Nowadays, people just kind of date okay, all right, what are you going to do for me? What am I going to get out of you? How is this going to be? Nah. What happened to people actually trying to work for themselves? What happened to actually people having goals? What happened to actually people empowering one another? Nowadays, everyone's suppressing everyone, just kind of trying to upscale, be more than the other person. What happened to actually, having a network? What happened to actually people doing changes in life? Nowadays, it's just all for their own.
Yeah, baby!
All right, we'll let you.
What about you?
Take over.
Well, thank you for having me here. My name is Jesse, owner of Rebel Photography. From one of the local photographers from the Inland Empire. You can find me at _ Rebel Photography. Currently, I've been single for, I want to say a couple months. That's when my last dating experience was. As far as relationship, it has been a few years. Everything before that has just been some casual flings, nothing really too long term. Yeah, but with that, I'm just excited to be here and be able to put my input on today's dating market.
Okay. Glad to have you guys here. Go ahead and move on to the first question. We're going to pretty much, you can give us a little bit about your past relationship and where you came from. What got you where you at? Did you call the shots? Did you call it off? They call it off? Just kind of briefly, just fill us in, where you're at.
All right, so as for my dating life, I honestly gave 10 years of my life to 3 different people. And at the same time, instead of me just trying to say, you know what, fuck this or fuck that, or, they drag me down, I've actually turned the way I looked at the perspective of dating them. Yes, sometimes, you date people, and instead of you kind of trying to look at it about it the wrong way, maybe you should think about it, all right, what could I learn about it? Stop putting your head into the victim mentality. Try to have a lesson about it. Because even though you date these people, you meet other people and you get other blessings. And sometimes there's things that you got to learn and teach yourself and empower yourself. And I'm going to tell you guys this, From the 10 years, it was 3 different relationships, 3 years each. And at some point, I was kind of like,
Did you take a break in between at all?
that was another one of my issues. I didn't take a break, and not the fact that I didn't take the break because I was afraid of being alone. I'm just kind of like a lover, like it's like I how do I say this? Like, if you love me the way that you showed me you love me, I'll love you. But then sometimes we end up loving the wrong person, and sometimes we end up giving too much of ourselves to a person that we lose ourselves. And I came to realize to that point that I just invested too much time on people that were not investing in me. And honestly, like, I can't even put the blame on them. It's just the fact that I just didn't have boundaries. I was just too nice, too sweet, like, hey, like, they love me, this and that. Like, no, like.
So it wasn't a two-way road. You were just giving more and they just kept on taking.
Yeah, like, I was giving more than actually I was receiving. And it was just not getting me anywhere, to the point where, like, it was draining me. It was draining my energy. It was pushing away my blessings. It was not getting me nowhere. And then later, like, it's like these people, they come into your life and then they just take off, and you're kind of like, where am I standing now? What is it with me? Like, what am I going to do now? And it's just, you don't realize how much you invest in that person until you break up. You're like, damn, like, my life's going to be different. Oh, damn, I used to always be with this person. Oh, damn, we used to always do this. Like, no, do stuff for yourself. Do stuff for your own good. Invest in yourself, because at the end of the day, if someone drops you, guess what? It's not going to bring your bag down. It's not going to bring your person down. It's not going to bring your personality down. It's not going to bring your spirit down. And that's something that I've always focused and done for myself. I've always made sure to be independent. My mom always taught me, do shit for yourself. Do you want people rubbing it on your face? Do you want people talking shit later? Do you want people later charging you for certain shit? Hell no. I want to be more. I want to be a giver. I don't want to be a user. Everyone is full of users, and I don't want to be that person. I don't mind giving, and I don't expect anything back. And I feel like nowadays, everyone, if they do something for you, they're expecting something back.
Yeah. Now, was that the same experience for all 3 relationships?
Yeah, unfortunately. And then me, like, kind of like this year that I've been, like, single for a full year, I kind of was, like, catching myself back, looking like, what was it of these relationships, or how come it was kind of weird. Like, I kept on getting myself into the same cycle, and I was like, bro, like, this is weird. Like, how am I, like, ending up with the same people?
You think it's because you're attracted to the same type of man? Is that what it is?
I wouldn't say attracted to the same type of man, because at one point I actually dated a girl. It was the fact that I actually...
Did they have the same personalities, though?
No, it was me. I can't even blame it on them. It was me. It was my person, the way I am. Like I said, I'm a giver, and I was giving to the wrong people. They were the takers. They were the users, and they saw everything I was able to do, everything I would push, and they would just advantage out of that. And now, like, I realize, like, nah, like, I deserve better. Like, it sucked because I would date people, and the people around me, my close friends and family, they'll be like, nah, D, you deserve better. Nah, this person's not for you. And then me, like, trying to be humble, like, nah, like, give him a try, or, like, no, like, I have hope, or, I see, I would see potential in them. And some of them, yeah, I'm not going to lie, they did impress me, they did change and everything like that, but it kind of, like, came to a limit, and then the same old self of them came out. And to the point where, like, I realized, and I'm like, damn, I'm the one who broke up with all these people. And I was starting to kind of feel like, am I the problem? But now I realized, no, I was not the problem. Mm-hmm. The fact is that I didn't want to put up with this stuff anymore. I didn't want to deal with it anymore. And that's okay. It's okay to not want to deal with toxic people.
Yeah. What about yourself?
So I guess in part of I'll start off with my most recent relationship.
Speak up a little bit.
So for the last relationship I had, was a kind of on and off again thing. We met in, I want to say, about last year in November, and it was going good. We actually met at a party.
Mm-hmm.
We started talking later on, and we just kind of jumped straight into a relationship. Things kind of ended because she felt I was more committed to my social life rather than so much with her. But I was like, it's just, my social life is also my business. Like, I have to meet new people, I have to network with everybody, and unfortunately, it does take time away from me from her.
Yeah.
And regardless of whatever happens, like, any time that we actually got to spend it together, it was still, I just try to make the best out of it. So we ended up just kind of breaking up for a bit, still seeing each other on good terms. But then eventually she kind of just like would get upset at me at certain stuff. Like we would always just be joking around and stuff like that, and she would like, oh, okay, you know, I'd be like, hey, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, why don't you go text your host? And she'd been telling me the same thing too, but it became a problem when I would say it to her. So I'm just like, okay. So then we stopped talking for a bit, came back, like, okay, like where are we gonna go from this? But after so many times of, you know, on and off again, I'm just like, at the end, I'm like, I already know this is not gonna work out because it'll be
like a repeat cycle.
Exactly, because I'm like, the relationship
Dealing with the
has
same
already
issue.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's already been tainted. Like, it's not gonna go back to that whole fresh, brand new, lovey-dovey honeymoon stage.
Yeah.
I was like, because once you already tainted that relationship by doing all this stuff, it's very hard to go back into that previous cycle. And well, in the long run, I guess we kind of just split, and she was seeing her ex side still, and just like okay, it was like,
On the side?
yeah. So I was just like, oh, I guess I was a side. So I was just like, so you were seeing both of us. I was like, now I understand why you would be getting upset when I would be making these jokes.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when you joke back at me, I just took it as a joke. When I said it back to you, you would get upset.
So you found out, or she told you?
No, I ended up finding out because she ended up blocking me and everything, but she didn't take me off of her TikTok. And that's when I found out she was pregnant. I'm just like,
Whoa.
I'm like,
She belongs to the streets.
and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, the last time we were together, you came spending at my house.
Yeah.
That was the same morning that you found out you were pregnant. So I'm just like, so how long were you
crazy.
seeing the other guy?
Dang.
Well, I was also seeing me too.